Hello everyone, it's Kay here, and I'm here just to show a few more of my beading projects that I've been working on. I have to say I've been totally consumed by the bead and Jill Wiseman, I have to say, who is an excellent teacher who does her own design work, and a lot of what you're seeing here is based on tutorials that she's given. If it isn't Jill's work, then of course I'll let you know, but it's fair to say a lot of it is. Starting over on this side is a very lush little black number, and this is Swarovski crystals. In truth, they are absolutely beautiful to work with, and little tiny seed beads, and they are on a bed of quite large seed beads. And it's a two-layer process. Basically, you work out your base and then make additions to every bead that you've put on the base to give this absolute fullness and this sparkle and twinkle of all these beautiful beads when they come together. I've just used a little magnetic clasp here. I know from people who have talked to me about them that they're not the best clasps in the world, but for the purposes of the video it's a completed bracelet, and that's what I've used on this occasion. The next one here is really quite luxurious in its colour. It's seed bead, it's fire polish beads. I've done this lovely little bead toggle here as a closure, and it does offer a lot more security when you're actually wearing the bangle. Again, it's a layered bracelet. It's a Jill Wiseman special. I'm sorry, I don't recall the name of it. Parisian Lights perhaps, or something of that nature. But basically, again, you start from the bottom with Super Duo. You then build up with seed beads, 4mm bling of whatever your choice might be. These are just check fire polished, and they all have that very warm Aztec kind of colouring to them, and it's a very comfortable wear. The second one, when I made this, I was feeling a little bit more frosty. The weather was very cold. You'll see a formal toggle clasp here, and then it is again the fire polished bead, seed beads and Super Duo. And this third one is actually so luxurious. I love this design. It is really gorgeous, very simple to do. It looks different with every colour combination that you use. I've used the toggle clasp again with seed beads and a rondelle in crystal. I just love that one. The other one that I'm really very partial to, which is a bangle in its own right. This is a bronze and green and a black diamond 3mm fire polished bead in the centre. No clasp, it literally does just slip over your wrist, but you can see here the depth of the bracelet is quite significant, and it really does look very nice when it's on your wrist and glittering as you gesticulate and go to your parties and so on. Another Jill Wiseman here. This is a floral tribute, very much like Gerber Daisies. I thought when I was making it, I've used a special lip clasp here. You press one end and slot the tongue into an aperture within the closure, and again it's quite a strong, safe clasp to use. This is black, silver, and I've used a marble effect fire polish bead in the centre with good effect. I feel they're very nice, easy to wear pieces of jewellery. And this is another. It is just, I don't know if the light will pick up the colour, but it is 5 different colours of metallic Super Duo with metallic seed beads to finish the outer edge, this little picot edge here, and then size 6 seed beads to break up each of the individual panels. But it is really, really very, very effective, very easy to make and put together, and it grows quite quickly. The last one here, which is my most recent make, is this one, and it's a midnight blue, but it's got the iris colours running through it. It really is very, very pretty indeed. It's a toggle and clasp closure. If I can just work that through the hoop to show you, and the actual loop to the closure is also made up of a peyote stitch, which significantly holds on to the bobble, which is all made up in the seed beads. This is what Jill Wiseman calls her slinky bracelet. It's very, very flexible. It's made up of triangles, although you're not actually aware of that as you look at it, but you hardly know you've got it on when you're wearing it. It is really, really lovely. The ones underneath the stand here have all been seen before. This is just a spiral using 3 different colours of bead. This is a herringbone in white, a lovely little bling bracelet here. I don't know if it'll fit. No, that's why it didn't go on the stand. It doesn't actually fit, but it is quite luscious in its colourways. The little satellite beads, which can go onto the torque bead. Again, you just unscrew one of the little baubles, and in doing so you can actually remove the sleeve and just have a silver bracelet, or keep the sleeve on and change the little satellite bead. So it's all very, very versatile and quite current. This is a netted necklace using pearls and seed beads that I absolutely adore. These are not Jill Wiseman, these are from other beaders on YouTube, but it really is such a lovely, lovely pastime. And whilst I move this out of the way, I have to say a huge thank you to Melissa Gibson. Mel, I've done it. I tried to make these candles last year and really, really made such a hash of it. But this year, thanks to a tutorial that Mel's just done, I've cracked it, and I can't tell you how tickled I am to actually be able to do this and include these in my Christmas parcels. So thank you. And thank you to everyone that shared this time with me. I hope you're inspired by the jewellery that you see, and that you perhaps feel you'd like to give it a go. I am trying to get something sorted out so I can do some tutorials myself, but to get close enough to the work and keep focus and so on, we need to take our time in getting it all sorted out. So thank you very much for sharing this time with me, and happy crafting everyone. Bye bye for now.